Good evening, ladies as well as gentlemen. Papa Boris here with some more Warlock Arena action. I am cranky as hell. After a first game that went pretty smoothly against a paladin, we played against a hunter who literally did not play a single creature that wasn't a beast, and all of his beasts were good. They were like buzzards, hyenas, the stealth tiger, charging rhino, grizzly, and he played buzzards, hounds twice against a board of two creatures each time. And then he also had, like, just like an eagle horn bow and some freezing traps for good measure. That was like a constructed level deck. He actually did play a Timberwolf on turn 1, which is a mistake, by the way. It's a terrible mistake. It died to Mortal Coil and did nothing for him. And it just didn't matter in the goddamn slightest, because he had nothing but beasts. Like, he would have just walloped me if he had just held on to that Timberwolf and played it later to go with his hounds. Oh my god, it would have been an extra card off of Buzzard, and then, like, for even more of a ferocious beatdown. So that was the most ridiculous bullshit I've lost to in a long time. We got Gold Shire Footman, which is the inferior version of Voidwalker. It's kind of annoying that I cannot kill this, but I will hit it and try to finish it off next turn. If he makes a recruit, I'll be able to kill everything. He does not oblige me, though, and make a recruit. He decides to play a What is with the... Okay, you know what? He did have one creature that was not a beast, a.k.a. the Demolisher. That was I was talking about my hunter. All right, let's do this and this. And I'm actually going to waste the Farseer. I don't like doing that, but I'm going to make it so this guy can survive the Demolisher's barrel, so there's another target for the Demolisher's barrel, and so I have something to kill this Demolisher with. Well, unfortunately, the barrel hits the Farseer, but at least my opponent has used up his coin. I got some card advantage killing off one of his minions. The Demolisher can't kill anything by itself. He's got a Noble Sacrifice, probably, and a Direwolf Alpha, so he's actually able to kill off my Voidwalker. God, that's annoying. Alright, so how confident am I that that is a Noble Sacrifice? Pretty damn confident. So let's go ahead and jump. Let's see. If it's not Noble Sacrifice, I guess we want to hit the Demolisher. So it's not Noble Sacrifice. Let's check for Repentance. Okay, it's not that either. So it's Redemption. Crap. That's not good. Well, it could also be Eye for an Eye, but I'm going to run into the Wolf and trigger Redemption on it. Yeah, it's Redemption. Alright, so hopefully the Demolisher doesn't hit my Voidwalker. Okay, good. Hitting my face, that was perfect. So I can't keep his board clear, but I do have Hellfire, in case he clears my board and plays a bunch of stuff that's vulnerable. He's got Consecration, which will allow him to clear my board, although he will need to lose a creature to kill off the Gnomish Inventor. And he chooses just to use the Wolf for that purpose. Alright, fair enough. So he's keeping around this nice Demolisher guy. So I could play the Knife Juggler and the Pyromancer for a 50-50 coin flip of killing it, and I will. I think that's worth it compared to playing this Tiger. It misses, unfortunately, so the Demolisher now will probably kill one of my minions. No, it hits me in the face again, so he gets lucky that I missed him with my knife, but then he gets unlucky that the Demolisher hits my face. Granted, the fact that this Demolisher has dealt that much damage to my face is a problem, but it's still better than the alternative. Leper Gnome is totally fine in my books, and a Recruit. So he's getting some good damage on, and I still can't clear his board, annoyingly, unless I use Hellfire, but that seems a bit silly. Do I want to use the Wolf Rider to clear his board? I don't think so. Let's just go ahead and do this, because I don't clear out his board anyway. Let's just play the Tiger then. He can use this Recruit to finish off the Pyromancer, and then I can fight to keep his board clear with this Tiger. I'm really just trying to survive to Ysera at this point. I feel like if I can drop her, I'll be in pretty good shape. Right. This is starting to get a little out of hand. Okay. I think I'm going to Hellfire here. Even though I'm taking a lot of damage and damaging my own minion, the board clear is just too good to pass up. So Hellfire. Swing. I am down to very low health, but luckily my opponent is a Paladin. So as long as I can keep his board clear of Recruits, and these two cards aren't particularly great, I should be fine. I wish I could play Ysera next turn. Unfortunately, I'll have to wait one more turn to play her. But that's alright. He's going to play Wolf Rider to kill off my Tiger. And Humility. Well, the Humility makes no difference because all of his stuff is at 1 health. That's fine. Okay. This is great, actually, now. We can... I'm not going to life tap here. Just going to do this. Let's hope that my opponent's card is not anything amazing, and we can play Ysera and catch right back up. I mean, there's some cards that would be bad that I couldn't really use, like the one that deals 5 damage to everything except for Ysera, but pretty much any other card I'd be pretty happy to have. And he's got Noble Sacrifice. Well, the first one was not Noble Sacrifice, but he's got another secret that's probably Noble Sacrifice. Let's go ahead and check for Noble Sacrifice. Still not Noble Sacrifice. Is this another Repentance? Oh no, it's not Eye for an Eye, it's not Noble Sacrifice. Shit. It is a, yeah, it's not a redemption, it's a repentance. So Ysera would come down with 1 health. That is not acceptable. Yeah, that was a really good repentance there. It stopped me from playing Ysera for a turn. Now, I could have played her anyway and just started getting dream cards, but I'm going to judge that it's worth it to get that secret out of the way. Unless this top deck is something like Consecration, I should be totally fine. Well, that sucks, because that will draw him some cards, and I don't really want him drawing any cards. There's no way around it, though. So, okay, what we're going to do here is throw away the Infiltrator to kill the Acolyte off. Throw away my Wolf. Oh, I should have attacked his face first. That was a mistake. I just missed out on a point of damage for no reason. We're going to play Ysera, though. And get Dream. Okay, that's cool. So if he plays something really huge, I can actually dream it up. If he plays something moderate size, I can kill it with Shadow Bolt. Oh man, that is actually really frustrating because that is exactly what I didn't want to see here. He's got to get another secret. What the balls? Alright, let's do the following. Let's Shadow Bolt this thing. Let's check for Noble Sacrifice with this thing. Alright, finally it is in fact a Noble Sacrifice. Okay. Let's see. I'm gonna do this. I'm actually just gonna hit my opponent in the face. I don't think he can deal 8 damage to me with 1 card. I've got another card coming in, Emerald Drake, pretty amazing, 7/6 for 4 mana, and yeah, we're threatening the kill here with 8 damage, so he needs to have an answer right now, is the thing. And, well, he doesn't exactly have an answer, but he can draw some cards. He made a mistake, he should not have made a Recruit. I mean, he might really regret not having 2 more mana. He should have played the Cult Master, thrown cards in first, and then see if he can get an answer to my threatened kill, and he doesn't have an answer. So Ysera's body and her, well, her cards were useless, so it was, I guess it was a 4/12 for 9 mana. So I guess in that game, Illidan Stormrage as a 7/5 for 6 mana would have been a lot better. Alright, well, we got a win. Kind of with the help of the Legendary. I mean, Ysera was good, I just didn't need any of her cards. They were pretty much giving me insurance. What really helped a lot was her 4/12 body. Alright, well, that was nice. I'm going to eat some celebratory dark chocolate from Trader Joe's. Mmm. 3 more wins to get the daily quest, and I'll be happy.
You asked for it.
Weird name? Gonna keep my Shadow Bolt in my 3-drop. And I get a 2-drop and a 4-drop. How nice.
The light protects.
Ugh. Alright, I'm going to make a move here I don't normally make. I'm going to play Knife Juggler. Now, the reason for this is that I want to life tap next turn to draw a card, and then play the Earthen Ring Farseer the following turn and not waste the Battlecry. Also, if she's Fire Blasting to kill the Knife Juggler, she is going up a card, but at least then she's not playing anything else and building up pressure. With a 4 and a 6-drop in my hand, I don't mind what happens as long as she's not building up pressure. Okay, Fine Test Summoner is nice as well. Better than life tapping, I think. My opponent can now kill this, so this Argent Squire has been pretty good. But at least, you know, she's not putting out too much more pressure. She's actually going to do Shield Bearer. And after all that effort, I'm going to end up wasting the ability of the Farseer anyway, which is a bit sad. I mean, the alternative is Shadow Bolting the Shield Bearer. So that didn't really work out very well. That Argent Squire, I mean, you can see how amazing that was. If she had passed on turn 1, she would have had to use some kind of removal. So it was insanely lucky that my opponent got that Argent Squire on turn 1. She has the kill for the Farseer. Fire blasting my face, that's good. The Magi could actually be relevant with Shadow Bolt. This will like kill Senjin or a Yeti here. And the Magi himself can kill off this Shield Bearer. Perfect. I missed up. I should have done a card first. Luckily, it didn't matter. Okay, despite having a really fast start and getting some card advantage, my opponent hasn't really been able to do much, and I'm at turn 6 with nearly full health. Wow, she's actually going to do this. Well, that's ballsy. I don't recommend this play, folks. She should have just killed the Ogre Magi when she had the chance. Now I'm just going to go ahead and, you know, kill this and draw a card. And think. So if I play this, I'm a bit vulnerable to Flame Strike, but then again, if she Flame Strikes this, I'm pretty happy about it. I mean, like, if she is going to have a Flame Strike, I would rather she Flame Strike this than Flame Strike something else later. I would still prefer she not have a Flame Strike at all, but it's better this than, like, the alternative. Okay, so I could play the Wolf Rider and the Dark Iron Dwarf, and then charge at her for 5 damage. Or I could just play the Lord of the Arena. Or I could play the Wolf Rider and the Yeti, which also is an option. You know, let's deal 2 less damage, but put down a more solid creature. She can, of course, Fire Blast this thing away, but that's, you know, a quarter of her mana still. And then I've got this Yeti here, which will, with the help of the Dark Iron Dwarf, trade up for a fair bit. She does take the time to Fire Blast that Rider. Does she have a good 6-drop? She has actually nothing. That is remarkable. With 5 cards, nothing. So I don't know what would cause a mage not to do like anything. Might be like a lot of mass removal? I don't know. Well, let's hit her in the face. And play Gnomish Inventor. And, do I want to play this thing? Sure, I'll play it. Let's see what she's got, I guess. Like another Flame Strike, maybe? Hard to say. Alright, she does have another Flame Strike, so I just threw that Infiltrator away for nothing. Okay. Well then. Alright, let's go ahead and do Lord, and now that she's going to be at 10 mana anyway, we'll do the Arcane Golem. This mage might just be holding like a ridiculous number of Flame Strikes. That's a possibility. That would be one reason why she might have 5 cards and not do anything. And this Lord of the Arena will die to Flame Strike. Oh, she's got Archmage. And Mirror Image getting a Fireball in the process. Does she have any more spells? She has an Arcane Explosion getting another Fireball. Wow, this game is about to go all the way back. So she's got 2 Fireballs in her hand. And I need to kill Archmage Leonidas, but I need to bust past these Mirror Images. God damn it. Shadow Bolt could deal 5 damage, but then I still haven't gotten through these Mirror Images. I actually need to Shadow Bolt a Mirror Image, is what I need to do. And then use the Lord of the Arena to trade up and kill the Archmage. Although, man, can I win a fair fight at this point? I don't think I even can. I'm just going to play Sarah. That Mirror Image was incredibly good. It gave her a Fireball, and it stopped me from dealing 10 damage to her face. But, yeah, I need to just hope that I can kill her before she can Fireball me to death, because that's what she can currently do. Oh, no! She also has Polymorph. Well, I mean, Archmage Leonidas just single-handedly just won her this game. Oh, my gosh. And, well, actually, the Mirror Image as well. The Mirror Image and the Archmage won the game for her here. Because if I had been able to deal 10 damage, then Ysera Awakens would be finishing her off. And, of course, I'm out of, charge creatures, so I never got this damage with the Dark Iron Dwarf through. Oh, man. What do we do here? I mean, Ysera does not kill this. I could do Ysera Awakens and Shadow Bolt and kill off the Archmage, but at that point I'm just going to lose the game, because I'll lose my Lord of the Arena in that case. Okay, let's slice tap, see what we get. Mind Control Tech is not that helpful. Let's just, drop everything we've got. And hope she doesn't have any more Flame Strikes or Blizzards. She has a motherfucking Frost Nova. Are you goddamned kidding me? So we've eaten 2 Flame Strikes, a Blizzard, a Frost Nova, we got Archmage Leonidas. Her hand is completely filled with fireballs. And she can just start fireballing my face at this point. Is she gonna take a moment to kill a minion, or is she gonna just fireball my... Yeah, she's gonna fireball my face. So next turn she's actually got lethal damage. With Archmage plus the fireballs. Okay, I don't want to play the Pyromancer, but Shadow Bolt getting spell damage boost is good. And I'm just going to drop the Dwarf down for the body. So the Dwarf's ability sadly never got used. So if I can deal 10 damage to her, then this will be... Well, this will be 5 more damage because my spell damage guy's obviously going to die. She's a Fireball. What's it going to do? Is she going to go for the face? She is going for the face. Does she actually have like a... What is she going to do to kill me? Oh my gosh. She's going to lose the game. Oh no, she's not, because we're actually going to... Ysera Awakens will actually kill us both. That's awkward. She dealt enough damage to me so that she, you know what I think happened? She saw me play a bunch of minions, she saw that none of them were Ysera's minions, so she figured then that I must have Ysera Awakens, so she damaged me enough so that we would tie. Well, that was pretty smart. Okay, well I have to life tap here to see if I can get some kind of other killer. I should have actually done that first. I could have gotten her down to 3 damage, but it doesn't make a difference. So we're gonna do Ysera Awakens, and then we both get a loss. Well, that was annoying. So yeah, that, you know, it wasn't so much the Archmage. I would have been fine with Archmage. It was the Mirror Image that did me in, because that stopped me from dealing 10 damage to her with my 6 power and my 4 power creatures, and then Ysera Awakens would have killed her if I'd been able to do it. So that was one of the rare cases where 2 players get a loss. They both die at the same time. Warlocks with Hellfire are perhaps more likely to pull it off than any other class, but it does mean that I took a loss. So while I, you know, spitefully gave the loss to my opponent as well, I'm not that happy about it. That game should have been a win. What could I have done differently, though? Well, I could have not played the Infiltrator, but then again, if I had played it later, I just would have died to a Blizzard. I could have just not played anything else. I could have just kept hitting her with the Yeti and made her prove that she had something, but she actually had an Archmage Leonidas. If I keep the Pyromancer and try to coin a 4-drop on turn 3, the Pyromancer will actually damage itself. So I'm going to mulligan away these 4-drops and hope to get one of my 1-drops. Because I do have a bunch. I have like an Infiltrator, Flame Imp, and 2 Voidwalkers. We got a Flame Imp in the final hour here. Oh my god, there's some ridiculous games. There's been some ridiculous games in this arena run. The Hunter and then that Mage with the Archmage and Mirror Image. Very smart of her to fireball my face, although I bet she might have been able to win if she had just fireballed my minions instead. Maybe she was afraid of me having more burn potential than I did. Okay, my opponent has a slow start. He's actually going to hit a Flame Imp. I don't think that's the right move. In general, I don't think it's correct to hit something twice like that. We'll just play the Pyromancer, though, and hit it in the face. So he could, of course, you know, swipe, and then the Flame Imp will die later. If he doesn't shapeshift to kill it now, then that will mean he probably has a swipe. If he had a Wrath or a Claw, he would have used it already. He could have an Ironforged Rifleman, I guess, and that's how he was planning to kill this thing off. Or an Elven Archer. No, he doesn't have any of that. He just shapeshifts. And hits this again. So, okay, it's going to be one of those games, huh? It's going to be one of those games. So what he has is a swipe. That is 100% guaranteed for a fact. So what I'm going to do is play the Scarlet Crusader, because she survives the swipe. He will swipe my face, kill off my 2 minions, and pop Divine Shield. But then he's going to go down to 14 health. And then I should win the game pretty easily then. Alright, so this, by the way, is not how you play Druid. Just in case you were wondering. That was grossly bad. He should have really not used Shapeshift to hit my Flame Imp, and then he also should have just Shapeshifted and killed off the Flame Imp, rather than clearly telegraphing a swipe like that. So now he's at half health on turn 5. Alright, it's going to take a 50-50 odds of killing my... Oh, sorry, 1 in 3 odds of killing Scarlet Crusader. I've actually lost a game to this before where the Knife Juggler got lucky, and this time it does not get so lucky. So now I'm in really good shape. What else? Oh, does he have an Innervate? He's He's going to innervate Shapeshift and kill the Scarlet Crusader the hard way. Well, that's fine, because he still takes a net of 2 damage, and then this Ogre Magi lived, so Mortal Coil will actually draw me a card, which is pretty slick. Okey-doke. Let's go ahead and Mortal Coil this baby up. Sarah likes to show up a lot. I'm just gonna hit him in the face, and then hit him in the face some more. And let's use the coin. Play the Farseer, heal up. So we're threatening lethal here. And you would need something helpful from his hand to deal with it, because this guy's 4 health. The Raid Leader plus Shapeshift won't do it. Spending the coin to do this, the disadvantage of that was that I get to have to wait an extra turn for Ysera. But it's not the end of the world. Alright, that's a pretty good drop. Does he have a 1-mana claw or something? It would help. A lot if he did. Shadow Bolt. Oh, not quite good enough, but it's good enough. Yeah, it's good enough to win the game. I don't need a life tap here. We're just going to Shadow Bolt that. Throw away our weakest creature, and then swing. So a nice easy win. Helped by a Druid shape-shifting into 3-power creatures twice without killing them. And that's that. So was that, what, a 3rd win? I think that was only win number 3. Yeah, that was just the 3rd win. Wait a minute, hold on. Whoa! I'm sorry, but I didn't take a loss for that game against the Mage. I did not know that was how it worked. Wow, that's cool. Okay, so I thought if 2 people died simultaneously, they both took a loss. Now, either I was always wrong, or they changed it. But now, apparently, if 2 people lose at the same time, neither of you gets a loss. It's like a draw. Like, it's neither a win nor a loss. Well, that's cool as hell. That means that there actually is an incentive to suicide and kill your opponent. Apart from just, spite. Alright, Dr. Arsenic the Hunter. It's really my least favorite matchup as a Warlock. And making it worse is this awful opening hand. Oh, made me even more awful. Well, the good news is I don't actually have that much endgame, so if I mulligan it, I should have pretty decent odds, actually, of getting playables. Yep. And yep. Okay, great. So we have the Flame Imp and the Knife Juggler, and then this could heal up the Flame Imp's damage on turn 3. Which would be nice, because normally if you play this on turn 3, you'd be wasting the ability, but here it actually would be useful. I could have coined the Knife Juggler and then try to get a Knife Fling from the Flame Imp, but I don't think that Fling is worthwhile enough to justify spending the coin like that. Yeah, because here I'd be just losing the Knife Juggler to this Ooze. Instead, we're going to go ahead and play... yeah, actually, we're just going to play this. It doesn't actually matter what the order is. Kill the Ooze. Okay, even game so far. No advantage to either player here. Pyromancer. Well, it's unfortunate that that's going to eat my Knife Juggler. Mortal Coil. Oh, if I had a Kobold Geomancer. Well, I could actually get the kill if the knife hits this... If the knife hits the Pyromancer, I'll actually get to kill it. And I do. Alright. Well, there's a risk to this play, of course. The risk is... Not the risk, there's a price to this play, which is that I am losing the opportunity to coin into the Tiger the next turn. And also there's a risk that I'm opening myself up to multi-shot here. If he has a multi-shot, then he's in the lead. If he doesn't have a multi-shot, though, I think I'm fine. No, he's just got a Dark Iron Dwarf. That is not very good at all. Alrighty. Hellfire is not the card I needed. I'm gonna give him mana. Sure, let's do it. Play the Arcane Golem. See if the Knife Juggler hits the Dwarf. It does. What do you throw away here? These guys both die to Explosive Trap, and I don't like that very much. So that's an incentive to keep the 3-drop around. But I'm going to deal extra damage. This is a bit risky, but he clearly doesn't have any multi-shots. We'll see if he has Explosive Shots. If he's got Explosive Shot, then he's got Explosive Shot. Or Explosive Trap or Shot, either of which would kill my board. He's got Big Dumb Beast. I hope he doesn't have a Houndmaster to buff it up with. No, he's just got stuff. So do I race him? Do I just hit him for 7? Oh my gosh, I think it's racing time, folks. Risky as a Warlock racing against a Hunter. But my Knife Juggler is on the money here. He is always hitting the knives where I want them to be hit. Because now I've got the Tiger for 5 more damage and Hellfire for 3 more, and I'm at full health. It's going to be difficult for him to race me down from this situation. If he Buzzard Hounds and clears my board, that's fine. If he Buzzard Hounds and attacks me, I mean, the Hellfire will clear his board out. So I'm putting a lot of pressure on him. And then I might even get to drop into Sarah if I don't kill him. This Tiger is extremely good, unless, of course, my opponent has Stealth. I love the fact that this Tiger survives Hellfire. Alright, so he's going to play Auctioneer and Unleash the Hounds, which is not quite as good as Buzzard Hounds. He only gets 1 card from this rather than 3, but that's still fine. So he's actually going to go ahead and trade everything off. It's fine. I mean, I'm in a little bit of a tricky situation. He does have 6 power on the field, but I'm at full health here. I'm completely fresh. Alright, let's do this. And is it worth it to play this Voidwalker? What's this Voidwalker doing for me? It's doing nothing for me. I might as well just throw it down. Okay, so we've got 5 damage unless he has a taunt. So I've got 5 damage to the face. Oh, he's got Deadly Shot. Okay, you know, I'm going to be honest, folks. I completely forgot about Deadly Shot. That's terrible. And then, of course, he's got these 2/4 toughness creatures. Alright, I'm in a little bit of trouble here. There is no questioning it. I'm going to Hellfire. Well, let me life tap before I Hellfire. See what I get. Okay, hang on a second. I want to Geomancer and then Hellfire. I would take 8 extra damage from these guys. But, I mean, killing them off is really valuable. Okay, we're going to just play the Wolf to distract him. And then pass the turn. So we're going to go ahead next turn and do Geomancer or Hellfire. But this game kind of got away from me after I completely forgot that Deadly Shot is a really good answer to that Tiger. I probably should have played a little bit more conservatively and killed his stuff. Alright, so now the Geomancer plus the Hellfire isn't going to kill that, and it's not going to kill that. Oh my god, this is terrible. What? I'm going to lose this game. Oh, geez, I'm going to lose this game. I'm going to do this anyway just to see what happens, but I believe this is actually over. Because he's got 11 damage here. I do have this free Molten Giant, but that's that. Wow, he really had a perfect draw. He answered my aggression, and then he had like this perfect continuation, dropping a bunch of stuff that survived Hellfire. Oh, that sucked. I probably misplayed that. I think I was going to lose no matter what. Given that he had that Auctioneer and the Hounds, I was probably going to lose no matter what, but I could have given myself a... There's probably moves I could have made that would have like objectively made it more likely for me to win. God damn it. What annoying game. So we had that Hunter with like the perfect deck. We had the Mage with Archmage and Mirror Image, and then we had that guy with a Deadly Shot. And, yeah, that was that. Such annoying games in this run. Another Mage, Euryxes. Okay, so it's not the one with Archmage, the Leonidas at least. We got our pair of 1-drops here. It's a tricky question which one you want to play first. Probably the Flame Imp because it doesn't die to 3/2s and it'll kill off Mana Worms. Got this for removal if need be on turn 3. Or I'm happy to play a Wolf Rider on turn 3 and just hit the Mage with it in the face. Because then on turn 4, if she kills it, she's using up half her mana and you're getting some tempo. Okay, we will in fact play the Flame Imp. I'm going to make a risky claim here. I'm going to say that this deck is better than it's been performing. I feel like I actually have gotten just kind of unlucky in some of these ridiculous games with the Hunters and the Mages. Alright, so she has Elven Archer, which makes a certain kind of sense. That will ping this, and then she can Fire Blast it later. Luckily, I drew a pretty good card here to answer that. We're going to kill off that Archer. Play the Voidwalker. Swing for 3. And so if she Fire Blasts this, then at least she's not doing anything better. And I got some card advantage against her Elven Archer with Mortal Coil. She's going to actually Mana Worm. Is she going to coin to Fire Blast and kill this? Yes, she is. Okay. So the Wolf Rider will have to kill this Mana Worm, unfortunately. Otherwise, it would just get out of hand. But we're doing okay here. So the Wolf Rider kills the Mana Worm. Taste my steel. And then I've got the Gnomish Inventor, which could be decent. She's used her coin. There are some 3-drops the Gnomish Inventor will hold up to quite nicely, and then it also draws a card, so it can give you some advantage early in the game. Depending on what the opponent plays. Let's say she plays a 2-drop here because she has no 3s. Oh, she's got a Harvest Golem. Well, that sucks. It's really, really good. I can't deal with that easily at all. Alright, got my other Mortal Coil. Pass me that Arclight Spanner, please. Tickling her with my Voidwalker. Well, she can use the Golem plus the Fire Blast to kill this, and I can use the Gnomish Mentor plus Mortal Coil to kill it right back, so I guess I'm doing alright. Alright, she actually did better. She used the Dark Iron Dwarf, so this puts a 4/4 on the body, 4/4 on the ground for her as well. Oh, man. Yeah. I could play the Pyromancer, Mortal Coil. Yeah, doesn't really work very well. So we'll just keep it simple, keep it safe. Let's do this. Kill that and draw a card. Scarlet Crusader, that could be good. Alright, we'll do this. Scarlet Crusader, pass the turn. So if the Dark Iron Dwarf kills the Voidwalker, I can pop the Divine Shield and kill the Dark Iron Dwarf. Then, of course, this will die to Fire Blast. But, you know, we're hanging even there. And I've got a high life total, so I can life tap it a little bit later and get some cards. I'm not playing Arcane Golem, by the way. You really can't play it against mages before, like, turn 6. You cannot give them Flame Strike a turn sooner. Mage is probably the class against which it is the least acceptable to play an Arcane Golem early in the game. Alright, she's going to get more card advantage. I'm not happy about. Shadow Bolt, though, is extremely good here. That's fortunate. So we're going to go ahead and kill that off. Kill this off. Play a 3/3 for 3. So I've got 5 cards on the screen. Okay, 4 after she kills the Crusader versus her 6. I'm about to draw my 5th, and I can life tap somewhat freely. So this is alright, I think. Next turn, she's going to have Flame Strike, so I could actually play the Arcane Golem and be fine. Arcane Missiles. Okay, please just don't kill this Crusader. Oh my god. She actually got to kill 2 of my creatures here, and it was even the best ones. Oh no, that... okay, so she did that to protect the Questing Adventurer. Okay, that's all fair and good. Alright, oh my god, this is ridiculous. Well, I can play out my hand. If she has Flame Strike, she has motherfucking Flame Strike. I don't even care. I don't even care. We're just gonna throw everything down. Got lucky there, so I got to kill that with my Gnomish Inventor and hit her for 4 in the face. Alright, if she has Flame Strike, she has Flame Strike. I'm not even gonna be mad. It's just life. Played 2 Flame Strikes and a Blizzard. Alright, does she actually have this Flame Strike here? She actually has the motherfucking Flame Strike. Alright, well, we're behind on cards, but we can life tap. That's what's nice about being a Warlock. And we get 2 pieces of complete trash. This arena should be called Cranky Old Man, because that is what I am. My draws were Infiltrator and Pint-Sized Summoner. Those were my 2 draws for the turn at 8 mana. Well, let's hope I top deck a Ysera next turn. That could actually I would think I would have just enough time to catch back up in this game if I drew Ysera before my opponent with her 3 cards just completely overwhelms me. Nope, I got a Geomancer and a Molten Giant. Well, I can't even play the Molten Giant, so that's awesome. We'll kill that. Next turn, the Giant will be playable. I don't have any Defenders of Argus or Sunfleet Protectors to give it taunt, though, which is a problem.
Someday I'll be just like you.
She's thinking about whether it's worth it to kill the Geomancer. She decides to go for the face and ping it, which is a bizarre set of choices. I don't agree with that move, actually. Alright, we're going to play it very safe here. I don't want her to be able to hit me for 8 down to 9, because then she could actually finish me off. So I will actually play Lord of the Arena. I'm not going to life tap. We'll kill off the Sorcerer's Apprentice. And we'll see if she has an answer for this, or if she's going to just Tiger it. She has Polymorph, which is the perfect card for this, because Polymorph could not deal damage to my face anyway. She's going to bother killing the sheep. She is going to bother killing the sheep. Hit me down to 12, so now she can hit me down to 7, whereupon a Fireball wins her the game. I'm actually going to life tap here, because I'm pretty sure she's got that Fireball, so I'm going to life tap, see if I can get an answer. And I don't know if that's an answer, but it's something.
Well played.
So she can hit me down to 8. A Fireball by itself will not win her the game. But a Fireball and anything else, any other source of damage will win. Pyroblast also wins her the game. She's a Fireball. Okay, I assume she has something else or she wouldn't be Fireballing my face. She has 2 Fireballs. And that's how we go out in this arena, ladies and gentlemen, with 2 Fireballs to the face. After facing non-stop ridiculousness, I just think I was unlucky. I know that I always say that, you know, if you think you're unlucky, you're just bad. And good players get lucky more often than bad players. But, you know, sometimes everyone gets unlucky. And I will venture to say I think that was, you know, maybe not perfectly played. But considering that it only got to 3 wins, I think I was grossly unlucky in this arena with the challengers that I faced. I mean, that Hunter with nothing but beasts, the Mage with Archmage and endless Flame Strikes. That in the last Mage we had a Flame Strike and also a bunch of shit. Wow, 25 gold. Oh, that's right, that's 3 wins. What are you going to do, right? So, didn't make it above 7,000. Didn't get a good prize. 25 gold and 20 dust. Didn't get a good pack. That was just a really freaking sad arena. Okay, so let's open up our collection. Get our 60 dust, 20 from the pack, plus 20 from the non-gold Holy Fire. And let's take a sneak peek at our next arena as well. We're going to do Paladin, Warlock, or Priest. Not sure what it's going to be. Probably Paladin, because I just did Warlock. We'll see, folks. Thanks again for watching. I'll see you next time.